I know I should be more grateful.
Good morning, good morning. Hey, how y'all doing? And happy, today is Wednesday, I believe, right? Whew, I got some things I want to share. You know, it doesn't matter how old you get, there's always going to be lessons to be learned in life. And, I mean, the biggest lesson, for me is to show love. People want to know their life purpose, right? What's my purpose? Why have I been brought here? What lessons am I supposed to learn? Love. just whatever you're doing, show love to humanity, to people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. You know, it's not rocket scientist. Is it always easy to do? Nah, depending on the circumstances. And there's so much going on in the world today, and I'm very much aware of it. But I just choose not to put all my attention and energy into it because, hey, what will be will be. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? But what I can put my attention and focus on is bettering myself. And so, I'm going to start on this vegetarian thing, like real talk, I'm like, I think it's about time for me to get rid of them chicken wings. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So I'm going to replace that because I've already tried the fried mushrooms. Delicious. Made that the other day with some spinach and some mac and cheese. I had some candy yams. I was like, okay, this is good. So I got up some recipes that I'm going to be implementing, replacing, with the meat situation. I'm gonna be all over the place in this live because it's just so many different things I'm thinking about. And I talk to myself all the time, but I figured, hey, why not share what I'm thinking with myself, right? Do a little video, have a little video chat, see if I get any feedback on this. So, I told you previously, I'm definitely, studying astrology and tarot card reading, and it's very fascinating, and it has definitely helped me to see, you know, things of myself that I can improve on and, what I should be doing in my line of work. But yet, when I look back, I'm like, oh yeah, I can definitely see that. And it's, you know, it's something that I've been doing, but now I can focus my energy on. But in any job or any occupation you're doing, it should be done in love. That should be your heart intention. And yeah, right? So I'm saying this to say yesterday I watched the Verses, right, with Mary and BB and CeCe Winans. Now let me tell you, if you don't know anything, they are like one of my two favorite gospel singers. Yeah, honey, I'm down with the gospels. I would be listening to them before I went to the hall because I needed inspiration. I'm like, I need some inspiration. So I would always listen to them. And so just listening to the song and the music yesterday, I was all emotional. Like, yes, this is so beautiful, because we all need mercy and we all need grace. And it is due to God's grace that we're breathing, and the sun is shining every day. We have trees and, we're able to move and walk. It's like all you can do is have gratitude, for our Creator in that. And yes, we are definitely created in God's image. So, I thought we can be inspired by anyone, right? And that's despite their background, their culture, their beliefs. We can always take something from someone and be inspired. And back on the astrology and tarot card reading, those are instruments or tools that we can use. It's not the end all be all, because as we have access to them, everybody else have access to them too, meaning the elites, right? So it's just a tool that we can use to know ourselves better and, walk in a way that can be for our betterment if applied, depending on what house is in, what planet, and, things of that nature. So I'm saying all this to say, you can get inspiration from anywhere and anyone. And they don't have to have the same beliefs that you have. They don't have to have the same beliefs or believe what you believe. In fact, my personal, humble opinion is that we should all believe in truth. But then a person can say, well, my truth is my truth, and that's a fact, and somebody else's is their truth. So you can't base somebody's life experience and say that's not their truth, because it actually is, right? People that's living over in Africa, and in Asia, in Russia, and different islands. It's different cultures, different backgrounds. And so people are just living their lives based on their experiences, based on their culture. And that's their truth, and we have to respect everyone's truth, even if it doesn't line up with ours, But there's only one ultimate truth, and that's coming from our Creator, our God, the universe, right? So, and the beautiful thing about that is that what will be will be. Time always reveal anything. Anything. So, yeah, just having like one of those moments this morning. I got up early this morning, as I always do, and spent some time with myself through meditation. And it's amazing what spring forth. Child, things be coming up. And, yeah. So, it's just to be open of wanting to continually learn about oneself, and yet have no division amongst ourselves or amongst cultural barrier. It's not even a barrier, but cultural differences, because the bottom line is that everybody wants to be loved and heard and cared for, right? So if you're mopping the floor, if you're running a company that's a CEO, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a mom, caring for your babies, just whoever we interact with, just, give them respect and show love. And just because someone, and then with us, with our background being, brought up in an org, you realize that there's other religions that have experienced that too. So it's not just our religion, even though, hey, it's real and intense for us because we lived it, right? But those who were Mormons and had bad experiences, they feel the same way. Scientology, people that's in that religion and had their experience, they feel the same way. So it's not one is worse than the other. The whole point, we all went through the journey so that we can learn something from it. And, hopefully come out stronger and not become what we dislike about it, right? Yeah. So, one of the songs that was on the verses yesterday, one of my favorite. Well, I can't say one of my favorites because it seemed like all 25 of them that they sang, I was like, yes! But one is Addicted to Love, by BB and CC Winans. And if we're going to be addicted to anything at all, I think it should definitely be love, for sure. For sure. Yeah. And it's definitely a little wintry out here in New York City in the East Coast. I mean, just like 4 days ago, it was 75, and I went out yesterday, it was like 41. I'm like, woo woo. And it's a little chilly out today as well. But hey, I'm walking, I'm breathing, I have joy in my heart, I'm happy. Despite me being unemployed at the time, I'm just doing little things that occupy my time and satisfying my soul and learning and growing. At 56, man, you think, when I was in my 20s and 30s, I'm like, oh, by 56, it's going to be like this, I'm going to have this. Nah, baby, life is about change. And if you ain't flexible, you'll break. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be flexible. Flexible. So that we don't break. Because I ain't trying to break. Absolutely not. I ain't trying to break. We ain't trying to do that. Yeah, so, I don't know. I'm sure when I click this off, I'm going to be like, oh, I wanted to add this, or I wanted to say that. But, yeah, life is lessons, and you're going to continue to learn those lessons. At 56, I'm learning things. Sometimes you know it, you think you know it, like, oh, I got this. And then 2 years later, it's like, nah, I ain't made too much progress from there, So it's time to put in the work and make some progress, taking it one step at a time. But as we're going through this, just show love and definitely be aware of what's going on out there. But yeah, they ain't getting no more of my energy. Absolutely not. No siree. I know my high self, spirit guides, ancestors, most part, our creator, they're handling it. This is a spiritual warfare. But I will say is release fear. When you got your angels and your God and your higher self and your ancestors working, because they back, what is there to fear? They want you to have that fear, because that's how they control. But when you stand in love, and when I'm saying love, I ain't talking just through words, I'm talking through your intentions and your heart, because that's something you can't hide. You can't run and hide from that when you're dealing with the creator and the universe. They can see it, they can spot it. So, stand still and, see what unfolds, Let's see what unfolds. It's kind of like very interesting. I don't want to use the word entertaining because, shit is real serious. But I'm like, I don't know who they think they playing with. So, no siree, boo-boo. Not over here. We've all been sitting here on our assignments. We've agreed to it whether we remember or not. It is what it is. And just ask what it is that, what it is that I need to do. Yeah, so, like I said, I'm going on that little vegetable eating plan. I'm going to make that a way of life. I got to look up some recipes, because the one thing I do like to do is eat. Honey, I ain't get these thick thighs from nothing. I like eating. So I got some recipes I'm going to try to put together. Yeah. All right. Well, wow, I've been talking for 14 minutes and 57 seconds. Is there anything else I want to say? Probably. But have a wonderful day. Keep rocking and rolling in love. Remember to smile. There's nothing wrong with smiling when you see someone in the street. Good morning, good afternoon. I do that all the time. I get people that look at me like, who are you talking to? I'm like, you. I'm talking to you. Good morning to you. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with smiling and greeting people. But if they don't want to be greeted, you know, keep it moving. It's always good to use discernment. Pick up on energy. Energy is powerful. If your intuition is like, nah, respect that, you know. All right, well, you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to do some more organizing, some cleaning, and probably go out, take a little walk. I hope you guys got my book, my poetry book. Let me go and get my book. It's in my living room. And I'm going to read a poem. Hold on 1 second. Okay, boom. Right? So, I don't know. I don't know why. Oh, so let's talk about what's going on here. The spiritual warfare. It's called the Holy War. It just, when I picked up the book, it just flipped open to this page 69. So I'm like, hey, let me just go ahead and read it. Holy War. Stop and listen to your soul as it speaks. Something is going on. Something is going on, I tell you. It's the preparation for the Holy War that will save our souls for a perfect tomorrow. A good heart mixture is the needed ingredient, and only the originator of love can detect it. So listen to the architect of your design and never disappear from its side. Cultivate love in your dealings, whole soul, never forgetting where it is bestowed. Yes, the Holy War will take place, and the originator of love is the only one who can secure your space. Keep your heart open and receptive to the call, because something is going on. Something is going on, I tell you. Yeah, and remember, this was back in 2002. But now it's 2020. I figured, hey, people make songs and they do remixes and play it over and over. And I tell you, when I read some of the poems that I've written, I'm like, wow, that was my higher self getting it out. Real talk, you know? All right. Love you guys. Keep rocking and rolling. Ciao, ciao.